All right, let's do another event. This will be a fixed cost increase. I did a variable cost decrease in a previous screencast. Let's do a fixed cost increase. And I'm going to assume that we've got a bunch of small ice cream shops scattered about the city of Portland. This is just some picture I got off the web. This looks more like a beach boardwalk, maybe seaside or someplace like that. Anyway, you get the idea. So this is a small business in a competitive sector. Let's analyze that event. It's going to be a fixed cost increase. Let's suppose that business licensure fees go up. City of Seaside needs revenue, tax on an increase in business operating fees. Again, this is just the permit to open your doors for business. Whether you sell one ice cream or a million, those fees are the same, fixed cost. So we're going to analyze this using our usual competitive model, and the way that works is we model the market, as you remember. So this will be pints, actually million pints per year. This will be, the price will be dollars per pint. I guess cone might be a better unit, but anyway, I've made my pint bed and I'm going to sleep in it. And I've compressed the firm level analysis. That's all right. We should be able to get by. Dollars per pint. And this is Denny. All right, we start with a market just so we can depict a long-run equilibrium. I'm drawing just any old equilibrium in the market panel. This is the Seaside ice cream shop market. And then this will be Denny's shop. I think that was the name from the previous image. Should have memorized that a little more carefully, apparently. All right, so we want to draw this long run equilibriums. The way we do that is just show that our isoprofit line, where profits are equal to zero, otherwise known as the average total cost curve, happens. That's what's the firm is at zero profits, and that's the long run equilibrium condition. Every firm is making zero profits. All right, there's our initial situation. When we have cost events, the events originate over in the firm side of things. When we have demand events, those events originate over in the market side of things. But now we have this fixed costs increase. How do we map that in the short run and the long run? Well, the key here is that fixed costs are part of average total costs, but they're not part of marginal costs. So all that happens when the fixed costs go up is that average costs shift up. And I'm just going to draw this ATC prime, and actually I should have, the vertical distance between the new and the old average total cost curves should be bigger at low levels of output and smaller at high levels of output, because the increase is just that fixed cost increase spread over the output, and that spread is thinner and thinner and thinner the more output you distribute that increase in fixed costs over. Anyway, it's good enough. So what happens in the short run to the market because of this event? Nothing. Because firm marginal cost curves haven't changed, there's nothing that happens in the market in the short run. The market price stays the same, market output stays the same, firm level output stays the same, because marginal cost, where marginal cost and price are equal, hasn't changed. So that's all there is to the short run, except for I should identify price hasn't changed, but average cost has gone up. So firms are making a loss. Remember that another definition of profit, I'm going to write it down here in the corner, the most convenient one to use for this, price minus average total cost, all multiplied through by quantity, that's firm level profit. And so if average total cost is higher than the price, we know that this is the area of this blue rectangle is a loss. sometimes that's called negative profit. Either one works. All right, so that's all there is. There's for the short run. So the firms are losing money. They weren't before, they are now. So in the long run, what happens? Well, in the long run, some of these ice cream stand operators are going to say, hey, I can do better running a video game parlor or selling pretzels or doing whatever it is that's my next best opportunity. And so over time, there's going to be some of those firms that have been breaking even are going to exit. So in the long run, notice I've used blue for my short run and red for my long run. I do that pretty consistently. We know where this exit has to lead us. It's going to lead us to where the survivors are making zero economic profits. So there's this new supply curve S prime, and there's been enough exit that, that's Q1. There's been enough exit that our survivors can go back to making zero economic profits. Each survivor is producing a bit more output because of where the new tendency is between the new average total cost curve and the long run equilibrium firm level demand. Okay, and that's the fixed cost event analysis. So practice that for a fixed cost reduction. Make sure you can do that. It's good practice, and good luck.